Well, as we end this gardening season, not only on Oklahoma Gardening, but actually as we're winding down in our own home gardens, I want to share with you some really exciting news that you'll be, I'm sure, glad to hear about and you'll be looking forward to for next year's gardening season. As a former host, and I think I speak for some of the other former hosts, Steve Dobbs, Brenda Sanders, Steve Owens, and the other guests that we've had on the show this year, we've really enjoyed bringing Oklahoma Gardening back to you this season and have gotten really some good responses from the shows. We've really enjoyed getting acquainted with people who have watched the show for years and years and years, as well as many of our new viewing audience. But I want to introduce you now to a new host that will be starting next year with our gardening season as we begin in the spring. And she comes to us very, very highly qualified, very well, a very highly talented individual actually in gardening. And I'm excited to introduce to you Casey Hentges. I've known Casey for several years now and I've always admired the things that she's done and her personality. So I know you're going to really like her on the show as well.
Thank you, Ray.
Casey, welcome to Oklahoma Gardening, and we're looking forward to next season. And I know that the viewers want to know a little bit about you, your background, where you came from, and your interest in Oklahoma gardening.
Okay, I've always had a passion for gardening, and I got that from my parents early on. I was always participating in garden clubs. I think I was the youngest member as a child going to those meetings. I knew that that's what I wanted to do, so I eventually pursued a degree here at Oklahoma State University, got a horticulture degree, and then after leaving Stillwater, I went down to Dallas and worked in commercial landscaping for a while down there. So I've always enjoyed it. I've done a lot of different things in my career to lead me to this point.
And you've also, I think you've had some internships or you had some experience, and why don't you tell us about that and also where your latest experience was in gardening? Because I think people will like to hear that as well.
Yeah, definitely. After working for a commercial landscaping company down in Dallas, I really wanted to get back to horticulture education. So I applied for the Longwood Graduate Program, and I was up there near Longwood Gardens and the University of Delaware, where I got my master's in public horticulture. And then I came back and worked for Extension for about 5 years in Canadian County. So I'm happy to be back with Extension again. But the last 3 years, I was as the director of horticulture at the Myriad Gardens, taking it out of the transition from the master planning that they did in 2011. So.
Wow, that really is. That's very, very impressive. I think we are just delighted, and we're very fortunate to have someone of your caliber come and join us. An Oklahoma person, a background in gardening, an interest in all areas of horticulture, I understand, and so we're really excited that you'll be starting our next season's gardening shows with us here on Oklahoma Gardening. We can hardly wait.
Thank you. I'm excited too. I always love talking with all the volunteers, the master gardeners and the ambassadors, and you know, that's my gardening story, and I'm looking forward to hearing from them about theirs also.
Okay, well, with that said then, I'm going to present you with the ceremonial Oklahoma Gardening trowel as a symbol of welcome to Oklahoma Gardening, and this will give you the opportunity to dig right in and get started.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Casey.
It's an honor and a privilege to follow you and so many others who have been hosting this show.
Yeah.
And I look forward to meeting you guys more out there, and look forward to sharing some more horticulture education in February.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.